So in this video, we're going to have a look at some addition with whole numbers and run through the traditional method of doing this. All right. Then we'll move on to some decimals and see if we can apply those same rules there. So let's start off with something nice and simple. So 33 plus 52. Okay, so notice that we've lined up the units, okay, one above the other, and the tens one above the other. And we add from the right-hand side. So we'll say 3 plus 2 is 5. And we write that 5 here underneath. And 3 plus 5 is 8. So we write that underneath, and this gives us our answer, 85. So that's a very, very simple explanation, but let's see what happens when we make it a little more complicated. So now let's think about 87 plus 94. Okay, so we set this up in the same way. We write one underneath the other with the units and tens lined up. And now we add from the right again, and 7 plus 4 is 11. So our answer to that 11, we write the units underneath, and we're going to carry over the tens into the next column. Now, you always write them here underneath for the 11, but you might write it on the top. Maybe you're going to write it here. It does not matter either way. So now I add the 8 and the 9, but also the 1 there as well. So that's going to be 18. And in the same way, we put the tens column across to the next side. So we add that in. We've just got a 1 there. So we've got 181. Right, let's make it even more complicated. Let's try something a lot bigger. So let's try doing 8,094 plus 6,962. Okay, so we're going to set this up, lining up everything nicely. And again, we start from the right-hand side. 4 plus 2 is going to be 6. 9 plus 6 is 15, so we're going to keep the 1 there from the units and carry the tens on. A 0, a 9, and that 1 is going to make a 10. And again, we're going to write it like that with the 0 there and the 1 carrying over. And then an 8 and a 6 and a 1 is going to give us 15. So we again write it like this, and then we're going to have that 1 over there, giving us 15,056. So if you followed this so far, you're in good shape. Let's try and make it even more complicated and try some decimals. So this time, let's start off by writing it without being lined up. Let's start with 8.043 plus 29.39. Okay, so when we are starting off with something like this, when we start lining things up, we have to be very careful to line up units together and tenths together, hundredths together. So I would prefer it if we started by writing the decimals in first, and that way it makes it easier to line these up. We can clearly see where everything is going. So it wasn't lined up nicely on the right. So start with the decimals. It's going to make things a lot easier. Okay, so we've got some blank spaces. That's good. So we can start from the right again. We've got 3 plus, well, nothing at all. So it's just going to give us a 3 there. 4 plus 9 gives us 13. So we're going to write it there. 0 and 3 and that 1 give us a 4. Now we bring the decimal place down, keep that lined up. 8 plus 9 is 17. And then we're going to do the 1 and that 2 to make a 3. So our answer is 37.433. Okay, hopefully you've followed this and you can apply this to your own questions. Good luck.